Hey y'all, it's Molly with minnieacresfarm and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with the Absent-Minded Gardener. These are persimmons. I will put the two potential varieties that they are on the screen. I can't pronounce them, but I think that these are one or the other or maybe both. We got persimmons from my brother-in-law who happens to have a couple of trees, and they are all shiny and wet looking because I put them in the freezer as they were getting ripe because they were not consistently all ripe at the same time. So hopefully that won't interfere with me being able to make jam out of them. The reason I'm going to make jam is because it was the easiest recipe I could find. You only use the persimmons, some lemon juice, and sugar, and then you can water bath can it because the acidity is enough that you don't have to pressure can it. And you don't have to use pectin because there's enough of it in the fruit. And so I just wanted to give this a try and see how it works. So I'm going to get the seeds out and the stems off and get them all chopped up and weighed. I was hoping to also be able to save the seeds, but my husband told me the only way we could get them to grow here would be to graft onto a tree. So that will be a project for someone else who's better able to do that. Or we'll just keep harvesting the persimmons that his brother lets us have. All right, I'm not sure how well you can tell, but some of them were darker and some were lighter. The lighter ones were the ones that were shaped more like acorns, and the other ones were more rounded. And then you can see the one on the top, that was the last one I was waiting for it to ripen, and I just chopped it up like it shows in the recipe, and I'll share the recipe in the description. But I feel like maybe having frozen them first made them a little bit easier just to peel. It's very custard-like, the texture. Very interesting. All right, now it's in a big stock pot and it's on low, and it's supposed to get mushy, and mash it with a potato masher to make it all nice and creamy. And then we're gonna add sugar and let it cook some more. So while that's cooking, I wanted to show you something. I saw on Living Traditions homestead where she was fermenting peppers with the intention of blending it up into sriracha, and I just decided I wanted to give that a try because I had some peppers. There are some sneaky hot banana peppers in this jar, but not enough I think to make it blend it up and make it into sriracha. But I just wanted to see what would happen if I fermented these peppers. So I had chopped them up. It's all of the different varieties that I had, and I have the fermenting lid, and what I have on top, that's actually a Ziploc bag with a clean rock inside it. So let me see if I can get that open and show you. Okay, see, I don't know, can you see the rock? It's actually a black rock from Alaska. My sister-in-law got me when they went to Alaska. And it's nice and round and heavy, so I put it in the Ziploc bag and tucked it in there. This smells so good. I'd had it sitting in this bowl in case it overflowed at all, but now we're gonna taste it. Smells like fermented pepper. Oh, that's hot. Okay. So this fermented for 2 weeks. You see the date 11/10 on there. It's definitely hot. So I think I will go ahead and blend it up in my Vitamix and just make it into a sriracha-like sauce. And my family is gonna be really excited about that. Alright, it's not nearly as pretty as Living Traditions was because I didn't have enough red peppers. It's more of an orange color. I'm not sure how well that translates with the camera, but it is definitely hot and it's nice and blended, and we are having chicken tacos for supper, so I'm going to have my fellas taste it and see how they like it. Alright, if this is a failed experiment, y'all will never see this video. So I had a little bit more than 4 pounds, about 4.5 pounds, so I went ahead and did the half cup of lemon juice. I boiled it down. I used my immersion blender instead of the potato masher because I left some of the skins on, and so I wanted to get those nice and blended in. Then I added a cup of sugar. It really wasn't sweet, so I went ahead and added the second cup of sugar, and it's been boiling for a while, and it seems like it's not that thick, but when it sets out on a spoon for a minute, it thickens up. So I am going to go ahead and put this in jars and then get ready to water bath can it. Here is the final product of the persimmon jam. So here are my opinions. I made way more than the recipe said it would, and I don't know if it's because I used the immersion blender and made it super foamy, but this I did not use the canner. I just put this in the fridge so I could taste it. Get out of here. I'm not a big fan. It needed the extra sugar, and I think it's because I had more fruit than the recipe called for, but also it's still got it's pithy, if that's the right word. There's just bits of it that are a little too stringy or chewy. So I don't know if it's the fruit. I don't know if it was because it was too ripe or if it's just me, if I did something wrong. But I'm just not that crazy about it. But I haven't had anybody else try it to see what they think. So either way, ta-da, we're done. Subscribe if you want to see more cooking with the absent-minded gardener and just watch me fail all the time. It's for entertainment purposes, right?